spirit of the white man, man. This is why Christ told his Pharisees, you are of your father the devil, man. He was a murderer from the beginning. That is the white man, man. That is the white man's spirit, man. Give me verse 20 out of that chapter.
Psalm chapter 55, verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
That is the white man, man. That is the white man. Now you can understand why God said he hates white people. In Romans 9 and 13, God said he hates Esau. What does Esau do, man? What is the nature of Esau? What is the nature of white people? Read that verse again.
He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
When you can't never be at peace with this white man, man. Because as soon as you're trying to make peace with this white man, he's gonna put hands on you, man.
That's right.
That's the nature of the white man. There can never be peace amongst white and black, man. Because we've been fighting this war ever since Genesis, man. Ever since Esau and Jacob were in the womb of Rebecca, we've been fighting this war, man.
Right.
It didn't start 2 years ago when this devil Donald Trump became president. This is a war we've been fighting since Genesis, man. The white man is a murderer, man. He is the devil that the Bible speaks of. How can you have peace with a devil, man? How can you have peace with a deceitful, a liar, a murderer, a thief? There could never be peace among black and Hispanics, man.
Hey guys, what's up? This video is the truth about the Hebrew Israelites, or the Black Hebrew Israelites. Now, yeah, this is a video about the Black Hebrew Israelites, but this video is not about race, it's about religion. Now, the Black Hebrew Israelite religion, it's a religion where a certain group of black people say that they're the real Jews. And basically that they follow the Old Testament. And basically they say that the white Jews are fake Jews and that they're the real Jews and Israel belongs to them and all that stuff. So basically, they're just pushing the same old religion that everybody else pushes with a little twist on it. Like they say, oh, the white man's a double, the white man's Esau. And they're the Black Hebrew Israelites. And that other races like the Hispanics and the Native Americans, they're other members of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's what they say. And this is all made up bullshit. It's fictional bullshit. It's fairy tale bullshit. It's all horse shit. They're just pushing fantasy religion like everybody else, just with their own little twist on it. Now, basically, what they're doing, they're playing with people's identities using words. Now, when you were a child, you were taught the alphabet when you were a kid. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you know. And you were taught to write and how to read. And you were taught how to speak. So you were taught language, and you were taught words, and you were taught the alphabet. And, you know, language and the alphabet and words are a made-up human invention. None of the animals have an alphabet or have a language or call each other names. So humans, we're the only creature on Earth that uses a language and names and the alphabet. We talk a lot as humans. We have a lot of words. We're really verbal. So the animals are not taught a language. They don't speak. You know, they make noises and stuff, but they don't have a language like we do. Nobody taught them a language. So animals, they don't identify each other with words and names. They identify each other by sight. You see, when a lion is roaming around on the plains in Africa and he sees a zebra, he doesn't think it's a zebra. He just knows what it is by looking at it, right? When I see a lion, I know it's a lion by looking at it. It doesn't have to tell me it's a lion. I know it's a lion by sight. And every other animal's like that too. If I see a snake, it doesn't have to come up and tell me, hey, I'm a snake. I know you're a snake. I can see you with my eyes. So, all these religions, they're bamboozling people by telling you who you are with words. So, and all words are made up. Like when you were born, you didn't have a name. Your mother gave you a name. And she just picked a name, a random name, and that's what she called you. But you're not your name. Nobody's their name. Like, you know, my mother called me Michael, but that's not who I am. That's just a name she attached to me. If you want to know who I am, you just got to look at me with your eyes. And it's the same with anybody else. If you want to know who you are, it's not your name. It's not any name that anybody tells you who you are. If you want to know who you are, look in the mirror. That's who you are. You identify who you are by sight, not with words. You can go to the DMV and you can get your name changed on your driver's license or your identity card but you change your face unless you go get plastic surgery, and that's a fake identity too. So you have a lot of these Black Hebrew Israelite groups. You know, a lot of them started out of New York City, and one of them's called One West. And then you had another group called GMS, Great Millstone. And you have another group in Philadelphia called ISUPK. And there's a group in Florida that was like killing white people because they said white people were the devil and they're Esau. And it's all made up bullshit. You see, for years, I watched their videos. I've watched all the Hebrew Israelite videos because, you know, I watch everybody. I don't just watch people of my own group or race or whatever. I watch everybody of any race. I don't discriminate. I listen to what everybody says and I decide whether it's real or bullshit. Now, like I said, they try to use, they're trying to change people's identity, saying, oh, you're the 12 tribes of Israel. And then saying that, oh, Esau is the white man. And like I said, these are just made up words, right? From the alphabet. You're not a name. None of these, all these names are made up fictional names that people made up, and it doesn't matter what you call yourself, it's a made-up name. Whatever your mother called you, that's a made-up name. Like I said, if you want to know who anybody is, just look at them. If you want to know who you are, go look in the mirror and stare at yourself. That's who you are, not some fucking made-up name. It doesn't matter what the name is. Every single name that somebody could call you is an invention. It's made up. The alphabet's made up. We invented it. We invented speaking. We called each other names. Every single name is made up. So it doesn't matter if they say, oh, we're... And even me saying I'm a white man, even that's a made-up name. You know, black people, that's a made-up name too. They just are called that. That's what they go by. So all names are made up. You're not a name. You're not, white people aren't Esau. Black people aren't, the Hebrew Israelites. These are all made-up names. None of these names are real, man. They're just fictional, made-up, names. If you want to know who we are, you got to look to the animal kingdom. The animals don't have names. The animals identify each other on sight. They can see what each other looks like and see what they are. And we can too. So, you know, if you try to tell me, oh, you're a Hebrew Israelite or whatever, that's just a made up word. If I want to know who you are, I just look at you and I see what you are, whatever that is. And if you want to know who I am, all you gotta do is just look at me and that's who I am. Now, trying to change people's identity with names, like saying, oh, black people and Hispanics and Native Americans, they're the part of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's the same thing. See, the elites are behind this. And what they're trying to mix all the races into one race. So the 12 tribes of Israel, that's trying to mix all the races into one race. It's the same thing as the term people of color. The people who control the world want to mix all the races up so they can control the world. In order to control the world, you have to control all the races because the world is made up of different races. So they're coming up with all these ideas to mix the races. So one of them was to call all non-white people of color, like, and put them into all one group, when really they're all separate races, but they're trying to mix them all into one race. And the 12 tribes of Israel thing, that's trying to mix all the races into one race too. So instead of being black or Native American or Hispanic, you're the 12 tribes of Israel. You're all the same group, all the same race. And it's just religious brainwashing. And the reason this religious stuff came out all of a sudden on the internet is because, you know, the Hebrew Israelites, they say, no, the white man's the devil and America's going to burn and America's going to get nuked and stuff. And, you know, that could happen. But it's not happening because of the Bible. It's probably going to happen because the people who control the world want to depopulate the world. And they just want to come up with a reason that they didn't do it. Oh, God did it. Oh, yeah, white people are the devil. So, you know, God burnt America or whatever. They want an excuse that points away from them. And that's some magical explanation. So like I said, in order to control the whole world, you have to control all the races. So if they want a one world communist dictatorship, you have to figure out a way to control all the races of the world. And the way to do that is to race mix them. And like I've said in many videos before, but I'm going to say it again, maybe it's the first time you're watching in my videos. I like all races of people. I don't discriminate against any race of people. I like everyone. As long as they're respectful towards me, I'm respectful towards them. I don't care what their situation is. I don't care what race they are. I don't care what gender they are. I don't care what their life circumstances are. I can talk to the richest person on earth, or I could talk to a homeless person. I don't care. The only thing I care about is how they behave towards me. Are you respectful towards me? Great. If you are, that's terrific. That's all I care about. So again, the main thing they're doing, the Hebrew Israelites, is they're trying to play with people's identities using words. They're trying to place an identity on people with a made-up word. Like they go around telling Hispanic people and Native Americans and black people that they're the 12 tribes of Israel and they're Hebrew Israelites. And, you know, all words are made up. You're not a word. You know, you're not the 12 tribes of Israel. That's just a made up title someone made up. And white people aren't Esau. Esau is just a made-up name, you know, from the made-up alphabet and made-up words that people make up. And they're just trying to, that particular group of people, they're just trying to demonize white people. You know, I don't know. Maybe they want to gain political power or whatever. Everybody throughout history is trying to fight for power. Who's going to be on top? Who's going to be powerful? Who's going to be rich? And this is nothing new. It's the same thing. All these religions say, everybody's religion says they're the special people. Have you ever noticed that? Like in Israel, the Jews say they're the chosen people. And then the Muslims say the Mahdi's coming, and they're the chosen people. And then Christianity says Jesus coming, and Christians are the chosen people. And, you know, the same thing with all these religions, man. They just tell you how you're the special people out of all the people. But, you know, if you want to understand reality, look at nature. Forget human beings for a second, because human beings are completely full of fucking shit. But you know what? Animals don't lie. You ever look at nature? You'll get more truth from nature than you will from human beings. And, you know, the animals don't tell each other they're God. You know, the lions don't go around, oh, we're the 12 lion cubs of Israel. You know, like, they don't have languages where they can bullshit people with these fucking made up word identities. Like, even in the Bible, they said, oh, the snake talked. Have you ever seen a talking snake in real life? No, never. It's just a bunch of fucking horseshit. A lot of you guys are... Here's one thing you got to remember about human beings. Human beings are superstitious, and they believe in fantasy land, man. A lot of human beings are in their heads thinking, and they're fantasizing all day long, all the time. And they believe these fantasy stories. So instead of looking around with their eyes and seeing reality, they're listening to fantasy stories with their ears, and they're listening to these fake-ass words, and then they're in their heads, in their imagination, believing this fantasy shit, instead of looking around with their fucking eyeballs and seeing reality. You'll see reality with your eyes. You'll hear a lot of bullshit with your ears. So you can trust your eyes more than your ears. You know, if you want to if you want to see reality, depend more on your eyeballs than your ears. Because if you're listening to another human being talk to you and tell you stories, you don't know what the hell is true. They could say any stupid thing. But your eyes, you know, your eyes usually don't lie. So the Black Hebrew Israelites, that's just another fictional religion. It's not real. It's like all the other religions. They bamboozle you by talking. And that's the best way to trick human beings, is with words. But, you know, the words, the stories, they don't match up with what I'm seeing with my eyeballs. So if you ever want to lie to somebody, if you ever want to trick a human being, you do it through talking. You do it with words. And just, I don't know, maybe put a blindfold over their eyeballs. So, yeah, that's the truth about the Black Hebrew Israelites and religion. It's fictional stuff. They're just bamboozling people with words and made-up names, just like all the other religions do. And like I said, this isn't a video about race, it's about religion. I'm just talking about their particular religion on this video. Christianity is fake bullshit too. Islam is fake, fictional, made-up bullshit too. Judaism is fake, fictional, made-up bullshit too. All the religions are bullshit. Like I said, this isn't a video about race, it's a video about religion. And all these religions are a bunch of people telling fantasy stories to people. And these people are listening to these stories with their ears, and then they're in their heads, and they're living in fantasy world in their minds with their imagination. When really, if you want to look around to see reality, just, you know, look around and you'll see reality. It's harder to trick someone's eyes than it is their ears. You can trick somebody with a lot of stupid ass fictional bullshit stories. You can say anything and people will believe what they hear. But I depend more on my eyes. I want to see it. I don't care what the hell you say. Show me with my eyes. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace out.
The only thing that satisfies the white man is when black, Hispanics, and Native Indians are poor and suffering. Keep going.
He have broken his covenant.
He broken his covenant, man. The white man came over here to America, man, and he had over hundreds of treaties.